Hello and welcome. This is Cherie with Rehashfiber. In today's show, I'm going to tell you about the pattern that is so good and so flexible, I have done it 3 times. Hence the name of the show is Gryer 3.0. Later in the show, I'm going to tell you about a fun fiber festival event that I'm going to be going to soon. And then at the very end, there's just going to be a little fiber chit chat for those of you that feel like hearing a little chit chat. All right, this is called the Gryer. I call it the Grier Shaw. It is by Isabell Kraemer. For those of you that watch the show, you know that I love Isabell Kraemer's patterns. They're very doable, very wearable, but there's always something special that you do that make them special. I just really enjoy it. At any given time, I have 1 to up to 3 projects going that are just Isabell Kraemer. I like her that much. So you'll still be seeing a lot more of those patterns as time goes by. The first time I did Gryer was in 2020. I did it exactly like the pattern called for. I bought the beautiful yarn. There was 3 skeins of worsted weight yarn. I used a size 7 needle, and all you do, this starts and makes one big triangle. You start at the tip, you do garter stitch the entire time, except for the little special stuff, until you have your big triangle. There's your shawl. Now the special stuff comes in when you're ready to do a color change. She starts working in the new color while you're still doing the previous color. You do some yarn overs, and then you go into the next color. It's just a really great transition. And you can see here in her pictures and then my first shawl, how that all works out. It's beautiful. So the second time around, I just had yarn around the studio and I quickly made the Grier Shaw. It was great. And the third one, this color here, which I am so sorry that I did not keep any of the information on this. This is all hand spun, and this fiber was so soft and so beautiful. It was sitting back here on the table behind me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use it now. So I knew what pattern it was. I just started knitting the Gryer. Then I was looking around the studio for more, and I found the gray. Then, ironically, as I'm trying to use up yarn, I could not find anything else to go with it, so I ended up purchasing more fiber to spin. Did that. In that process, my mom saw me working on this and she fell in love with it. I said, well, it will be yours. But when she wrapped it around her, it wasn't quite big enough. So I bought yet another another 8 ounces of fiber to spin up and use towards this. So now it is done. Now that's just the way it works sometimes. I know sometimes it's just funny when you're trying to use stuff up and you have to buy more. But now I'm happy, and I knew that the whole time. I'm like, just be cool. You love doing all of this, just do it, because then when it's done, I will have completed the goal, which this was the beginning, get it used up, had fun making it, felt some great, great yarn, and now my mom is gonna get this and she'll have it to enjoy. So it's all a good thing. So what's interesting about the Gryer is that I've made it 3 times and I've given it away 3 times. So I think that's kind of special. The first time it was a prayer shawl, the second time it was a gift, and now it's to my mom. And you know what? This might just become my special giveaway shawl where I make them and just let somebody else enjoy them. So it's kind of cool. So do check out Gryer from Isabell Kraemer. You won't be sorry. Now what I want to emphasize is that you can totally have a lot of flexibility. All right. So you can have a lot of variance in your weight of yarn. If you have thinner yarn, you can either double it up to make it thicker or just use your thinner yarn and keep working on your triangle. Also, too, when that special color change needed to happen, I just did it when I was getting close to running out of that color. Now what happened with this one is these yarn overs happen in all various different places because I thought I was running out, or I thought I was going to be done and I did them, and then I needed to make it bigger. I did some more, and you know what? It doesn't really matter. It's a great looking shawl regardless. So you can do it perfect like the pattern, or you can vary it up and it is still gonna be perfectly yours or whoever you make it for. So really fun. I invite you to do it, and what's enjoyable is just to do garter stitch days on end, and then whoop, something special, garter stitch again. Next thing you know, you have a great shawl. So enjoy. All right, so going on, I am about to bust because I am so excited for Trailing of the Sheep. It is in Idaho and it's in 2 weeks. And it is a whole 4-day festival in the town of Ketchum. And it started years ago when they were just moving the sheep from the high country to the low country, and they came through town, and it started with a little something. And over all these years, it has grown into a 4-day festival. There's a wool fest, sheepdog trials, all various places around town have exhibits, of course, food, drink, and music, and a folklife fair. And then on the final day is the parade. And 1,200 sheep come walking through town. And I think I'm gonna bust. I'm telling people, it's like, I'm a young girl who loves the Beatles. And you know how they acted? They were flipping out. Well, when I see 1,200 sheep, I'm gonna have to try not to flip out because I am so excited. Sheep are just great in every fashion. And in this one picture here, you see all these cute sheep bottoms. And then who's helping them get down the street but a dog? So I don't know, it's just super great. So that's gonna be happening. And of course, I'm not gonna be able to help myself. I'm gonna be talking about it until I actually go there. And then when I get back, I will have footage and I can show you what happened at the Trailing of the Sheep in Ketchum, Idaho. If you wanna check it out, if I didn't say this, trailingofthesheep.org. All right, and lastly, for those of you, this is just chit chat. If you're knitters, you're gonna appreciate this, or maybe not if you live somewhere cold. I live in Tampa, Florida. I recently, this past summer, had made a couple of lightweight sweaters that I have been dying to wear. Well, my husband and myself and a couple of couples, went to Niagara Falls and Niagara-on-the-Lake in Canada, and I brought my sweaters. Now, I did look up the weather. I knew it was gonna be warm, but I thought, okay. It's gonna be better than Florida. It's gonna be cool mornings, cool nights. I'm gonna get to wear my sweaters. I cannot wait. We'll take some pictures. I'll just have fun wearing these things I worked on. And it was so nice and so warm. I really did not get a chance to wear them. I would let a little cool breeze would go by and I'd be like, oh, I'm putting on a sweater. That did not last long. So I tried and I drug them everywhere. I kept them inside lovely little cloth bags inside my backpack in case I had a chance to wear it. And mostly I just drug them around in the backpack. But here's one picture of the ladies and me wearing my Granny Smith sweater, which I was happy to do. And hey, weather's gonna get cooler and I will have chances to wear a lot of them, but I just had to share that story with other people that understand the knitting world and how you feel when you're excited to wear something. So, all right, folks, I've chatted enough today. No, I haven't. That's why this is sitting out here. You see this beautiful, beautiful woodwork. Okay, this is from Stephen Willett. He does fiber art wood products that are just to die for. And I met him and his wife at New York Sheep and Wool 2 or 3 years ago. They are so lovely, so nice, so popular. And this was my special treasure that I brought home from that event. So I get to showcase it here. So, all right, now I believe that's it. Okay, ready? Enjoy knitting the Grier shawl. Yeah, you will enjoy it. All right, happy knitting. Thanks for watching.